So guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Casey Games, and today we're going to be looking at r/Murdered by Words. I'm going to take a channel into the new direction. I've already uploaded one piece of music. Yeah, okay, let's just get on to it. Comments on a post about a local business shutting down for a positive COVID employee. Get over yourself. It's a virus. It's a flu, but it's deadly. Wake up. I will alert my colleagues who have died in the past months of COVID that they should actually wake up. You didn't know Shelley's on the cutting edge of in infectious disease research. Her main source of data is not from scientific studies. It's actually from Facebook and her neighbor John, who didn't even finish the 11th grade, which if you ask me is way more credible than any scientist you would know. God damn, I love that. Alright, moving on. How come Black Pride, okay, Mexican Pride, okay, Asian Pride, okay, Muslim Pride, okay, White Pride, racist? Because Black equals African culture and heritage, Mexican culture and heritage, Asian culture and heritage, blah blah blah, proud of skin tone. You can have Italian pride, Irish pride, German pride, Russian pride, Scottish pride, Australian pride, Spanish pride. But good lord, this is a tongue breaker. In fact, we have parades celebrating Irish, Italian, Islenos pride. Nobody says any of that is racist because it celebrates culture and heritage. Saying white pride is just being proud of your skin tone. It is not a celebration of culture and heritage. It's being proud you aren't black or brown. Do you see the difference yet? Yep, I see the difference. Thank you for your donation to Black Lives Matter. Hi Shakira, I'm sorry to say that we are requesting a refund on the deposit for our wedding. We have done a lot of taking and we cannot bring ourselves to support anyone who is so outspoken on matters that we simply do not concern them as well as someone that doesn't not believe that all lives matter. We would be truly embarrassed to have you at your event and feel that you aren't stable enough to complete the job we need from you. Please let me know on how we can expect our refund, and we are requesting to be relieved from our contract. Thanks. I'm so sorry to hear that. Unfortunately, the contract you signed states that your deposit is not refundable. Ooh, I love this already. I will email you a cancellation agreement shortly that will require your signature to forfeit your date. I wish you a lifetime of growth, and I would like to thank you for your donation to Black Lives Matter. You will be hearing from our attorney. Nope. No, you signed the contract. You signed the contract. Sorry, but there's no attorney in this. Oof size. Large. Sex was created by God for marriage between a husband and wife, not for a boyfriend or girlfriend that are dating. Show me Adam and Eve's marriage certificate. He's got a point. He's got a point. You love to see it. It's a heritage! Pokemon Go has lasted longer than the Confederacy did, and with the 3 times the Americans behind it. You're lucky that they only took the statues down instead of replacing them with Pikachus. Okay, I'm not sure what this is referring to. I'm just gonna scoot on by because I think I'm gonna screw up if I make a comment on it. Murder on the DOA. Murder on that DOA, sorry. You are paying 20 cops to stand here and protect a statue that is already knocked over. Being hours or days late after a crime is committed is what they do. Damn. That's a slow and insidious roast. Got it? So you're going to tell me that this is a human being? Yeah, genetically, taxonomically. What other organism is it? It isn't. This is literally a dog fetus. Whoops. Okay, yep. A dog fetus. Nice try. Still wondering whether any of this sunk in. Oh, good lord. This is Auschwitz. Okay, let's see how this works. Over 1.1 million people were murdered in Auschwitz, and it still stands 72 years later. Why? Because Jews who have survived wanted it preserved, as it is a reminder to never let the evil that was Nazism ever happen again. Never tear down memorials. Okay? And then this guy swoops in and says, I think there are two important differences here. Auschwitz does not stand as a celebration of Nazism, whereas the Confederate statues we've seen in the news pay tribute to the individuals fighting to retain slavery. They glorify white supremacy. That's a fact. Second, Jewish representatives are closely consulted about how Auschwitz is managed and preserved. That doesn't happen with the statues in the U.S. And after some consultants and removals, many states have made it illegal to remove them. These monuments have a place in our society, but it's not on a podium for people to admire, which is how most are positioned right now. Still relevant. Ugh. Right, so if someone built a nice statue of Scott Mager celebrating an achievement of two Wombas, first triple murder with a rape, we should all probably stand around and just never agree to tear it down because the internet said so. Yikes. I'll just move on from that. Walk this way or to the ICU. Oxford this morning. Stand here. Do this. Wear that. Wait here. Stand home. Now they're telling us which way to walk. That's nothing. When they take you to the ICU, there's a machine they connect you to which does the breathing for you, which is a scandalous encroachment on the free-flowing Englishman's liberty to deoxygenate at will. Yikes. On a thread about the U.S. being a republic democracy. No, America's a republic. Didn't you learn that in high school? I did. When the U.S. started, there was a lack of patriotism because the U.S. was a new country. Yeah, sure about that? Because the reason why America was a new country was because they wanted independence from Britain, who was taxing the hell out of them. So, you sure about that? They were not in their ancestral homeland or something. Democracy was just what they used to sell the notion that it was their country. They wanted the people behind it. Nope. I have a PhD in political science and teach American politics, including the Constitution. I also teach comparative politics, which analyzes different forms of government, like things like democracy and republics. But no, I did not learn this BS about bullshit theory that America was a republic but not a democracy in high school because my teachers were idiots. And then this comment sums it up. The amount of Americans unaware that you can be a democratic republic is bewildering. J.J. Watt wasn't having it. J.J. Watt. Or actually, pretty sure you won't see J.J. Watt taking a knee. And J.J. Watt is like, don't speak for me. And B, if you think it's about disrespecting our flag or our military, you clearly haven't been listening. Yeah, because this is about protesting white supremacy. It's always bad. A family friend keeps posting garbage like this to her low-key racist friends. I'm going to keep challenging her until she stops. Tony Timpa, killed by police brutality after the policeman had 13-minute knee on the back or above his lungs and they were joking that he passed after. Zero craps given by people. George Floyd, killed by police brutality after the policeman nailed on his knee for 8 minutes. Absolute mad protest. Two same situation. Two different reaction from American society. No riots then? Oh, good lord. It's really... Okay. Let's go for this seemingly passionate... what looks like a passionate murder, but we'll find out. Okay, so by this logic, where were all the white people standing up for justice when Tony Timpa was killed? And actually, it's the BLM movement that has previously stood against extrajudicial killings of white people, as well as people of color. The image is designed to create hate and divide. Yet actually, it unintentionally just proves your point that police brutality is a huge problem in the U.S. What would your preference be here? Would you prefer that there were no protests and police brutality could continue unchecked, or it is only valid if the protests evolve from a white person being killed? It's easy to look at this and say people are outraged with George Floyd's death, but where were they when Tony Timpa died? When actually the point should be Tony Timpa's death was outrageous, as well as George Floyd, which is why these protests are absolutely essential and change must happen. You tried to justify the death of George Floyd yesterday by saying he was high and could have killed someone while driving. He wasn't even driving! Did that person actually... What? Okay. That's not what happened. He was arrested for, quote-unquote, possessing a counterfeit $20 bill, except it turned out to be legit. What? Okay. Tony Timpa was high on cocaine when he died. Does that make it okay? Absolutely not. Or do you think it's okay when police kill a black man on drugs, but with a white man it's different? That's some passion right there. I love that. Yeah! In any case, 50-year-old beer lady. Every human being deserves a shelter and a meal. And then this moron is like, no, you don't pay people to exist for the same reason you don't feed the bears. And then this person comes in with, yeah, man, if I give the 50-year-old lady at my bus stop some spare change for a fare and a meal, she'll lose interest in foraging for desiccated. How do you say that? Okay. Desiccated salmon carcasses and lose her natural fear of people. Next thing you know, she's in the suburbs, running around on all fours trying to eat a corgi. I'm not entirely sure what that meant. I'm going to move on, because again, I might screw something up if I comment. Feels like this is a recurring theme. Remember the riots and looting over the white special needs kid? Ooh boy, here goes. Who was kidnapped, tied up, and tortured by a group of black people simply because he was... Hold on. Tortured by simply because he was white? Yeah, I don't either. Get the F out of here with your selective outrage and hypocrisy. They were arrested and charged. No one felt the need to riot, loot, or protest, Karen. So, no one protests, huh? Okay. So, this was just a straight up lie. Oh boy. So then, murdered by Hellboy. So, this racial justice warrior is no problem in Hollywood portraying the white supremacist leader of a motorcycle gang. Yes, sir, so true, so rewarding playing assholes on TV. Tell me, sir, how is it actually being one? Oof, and that's the actor that played Hellboy. Metapost, no real names here. Oh, this is... I've actually seen this one, because in a previous post, this was actually one of the comments, yeah. And then this comment sums it up. The amount of Americans unaware that you can be a democratic republic is bewildering. That actually, yeah, I just saw that. Anyway, and yeah, this is the comment under that I didn't mention. Are you actually comparing our country to North Korea? What kind of an idiot posted that? In North Korea, and then finishing a sentence with crap with shit Americans do is quite a fun game. In North Korea, all the school children have to pledge allegiance every morning. In North Korea, every children's sport games start with the national anthem. In North Korea, there are whole cities with poisonous drinking water, etc. Edit my favorite. In North Korea, their leader is above the law and can't be prosecuted for crimes. That's that's actually what's happening right now. Because, yeah, the school children actually do have to pledge allegiance in America. And in America, every sports game starts with the national anthem. In America, we have Flint, Michigan, aka the city with lead in their water. Lead's a poison. It's a neurotoxin. And yeah, as it currently stands, the president cannot be charged for crime. So basically, he could commit robbery and he won't be charged. I think. I'm not entirely sure. I think that's how it worked. But whatever. Anyway, alright. His wife feeling pretty betrayed right now. Cruz defended Jim Jordan more than his own wife. And then Ted Cruz replies with, "Listen, Hellboy, you talk good game when you got Hollywood makeup and stuntmen, but I bet 10K that to the non-political charity of your choice that you can last 5 minutes in the wrestling ring with Jim Jordan or without getting pinned. You up for it, or does your publicist say too risky?" Yep. Ted Cruz used Alex as a punching bag. This one is one of those killing him softly moments, or killing him slowly, actually. "I'm sorry, I don't like to marry your own color. It really screws up the kids." "Hello, Patty. I hope the Lord lets you live long enough to see that color doesn't screw kids up. But ignorance and hate most certainly will. I will pray that God tempers your heart and that he grants you with clarity." Okay, yeah, I can see killing him softly. Just let me drink when I want. For all your pussy ass bitches who drink this nasty shit. Hold on, the I am afraid of actual beer door. Higher alcohol content, less calories, doesn't taste like hay, and it helps stay hydrated. I don't see the problem. Just post, I'm not like the rest, and just post your, I'm not like the rest of the girls, and go. Man. Alright, so I found this number. Oh, if only the one who made this magazine could read this. Oh, no, not, this doesn't support, wow. This is a trash magazine. Boomers are the worst generation in history, and you can't fight me on that. They've destroyed the economy, destroyed the ozone layer, and blame it on us. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is. Alright, okay, millennial, boomers are the greatest generation in history. No, they are not. Yeah, and this no you ain't thing is true. Alright. In the most simple terms possible, everyone was so happy after World War I, Depression, and World War II that the economy was the best it ever was, making everything way cheaper, even with inflation. Boomers were able to buy cheap, good housing and college cars, gas, and investments for way less because of their parents. Yes. They chose to screw over the environment, raise oil prices, starting the lust for oil in foreign countries. Yep, if a developing country discovers oil, the United States starts exploiting it, making everything way more expensive and pricey. When the future generations suffer from it, allergies from the preservatives of food, asthma for the pollution, etc., they called them weak and not as good as them. Now they sit in a nice house, whining about things and how they should be how they used to be, even though they made it that way, and get away with things because they're our elders. They might be the worst generation to live. Agreed. And you can't fight me on that. Boomers are a permanent stain. God, I hate boomers. They're the worst. Herder taxation is slavery. It would be nice for conservatives to read the Constitution of the United States. Which part of the Constitution allows you to seize and redistribute wealth in the name of your utopian vision? Article 1, Section 8 of the Congress. The Congress shall have power to lay and collect taxes, duties, imposts, and excise, to pay the debts and provide for the common defense and general welfare of the United States. He has a point. Bernie Sanders has a point. Hold on, I want to fact check that, just in case. Yep, look at that. It's real. Okay. When the clickbait title backfires on you, more people... Oh, good lord, that was more people see the Confederate flag as a sign of Southern pride than as a symbol of racism. Poll. And then this guy replies, "Hear me out here. I'm not trying to come off as condescending, just a conversation. Let's give the poll the benefit of the doubt and say it does represent the U.S. The article says that 44% of people see the displaying of the Confederate flag as a symbol of Southern pride, with 36% of people seeing it as racist. 20% of registered voters taking part. That's in it said, I don't know. Now, say you're ordering a pizza for 10 people. 4 of them like mushrooms, 2 of them don't care, and 4 of them are allergic to mushrooms. Are you gonna get mushrooms on the pizza, or are you gonna be considerate for the people that are allergic? Food for thought, both literally and figuratively. And apples and oranges murder. Alright. One cannot and must not try to erase the past merely because it does not fit the present. You might be missing the point. Yes, they kept Auschwitz attack as an educational instrument to never commit those atrocities again, but they don't have a statue of Dr. Mangle, I'm going to deliberately butcher that pronunciation in order to make fun of him, out front touting all his research. And if you get caught there doing a Nazi salute, they throw you in prison for it. All these bullshit statues and monument purpose is to honor the batch of douchebags that committed treason and ultimately lost. This both sides have a point argument is nonsense. We aren't saying erase the past. We're saying stop putting idiocy on a pedestal. If they want to keep some southern plantations as a museum and to the atrocities committed there, that would be far more fitting. Yeah. I'm perfectly okay with Auschwitz being up as long as it's not used as a concentration camp anymore. This is accurate and a roast. Clap, 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 clap. Christ and racism do not mix. You can't love God, hate his creation. Tell me, how do you feel about snakes and spiders? That is a solid reply. However, they're referring to God's sentiment creation, which excludes animals, inanimate objects, and you. Ooh my god. That last tagline demolished him. The last two words, that's all he needed to demolish him. Anyway, for our last post, women thinks racism in Danis exists in UK. Bloke responds perfectly. There's more to all of this. There's no racism in our country, equal jobs, pay, housing, NHS access. Yes, there's violence on the street in London, but that's gang warfare and wrong, but not racism. BLM wants something. What is it? I've heard a lot about the menstrual cycle, but as a man, I never had what they call a period, so I can only conclude that they don't exist. Why do women pretend periods exist? They must want something. What is it? That's accurate. That is accurate. Anyway, that's it, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll be scooting right on.